Those of you I have not met, my name is Cheryl Cortese. I'm a National Marketing Director with the Juice Plus Company, and have had the honor and privilege and just great prosperity, but especially great happiness of being with this company now for over 28 years. An amazing adventure, and one that only gets better all the time. So, you know, we're very fortunate that we come together as a team, as a unit, to share really great things with people, great news as far as our products and what it can do for people's health, and great news as far as our business and how that can really be a great avenue for people to secure their financial future. Just to give you a little background on company, the Juice Plus Company is actually, I think we're right at 46 years old now. Started so many years ago. The man who started it, Jay Martin, a very young man then, but it was his baby then. It's still his baby today. He is still the president and founder, and somebody that we all admire. He entered the marketplace so many years ago with a product I'm sure you're all familiar with today. We were actually the company that invented smoke detectors for the home, and obviously that was a great success and set the pace for what would and continues to be an amazing future. Going into the field in the early 80s of environment with water filtration and air filtration, again, multi-billion-dollar product lines, very timely, and diversifying over the years. 24 years ago, entered the field of health technology with Juice Plus and the Juice Plus family of products. And what a find that was, as I said, not only for our own health and well-being, but for the people we love and those that we come across on a daily basis. This, of course, laid the foundation for just a very powerful business adventure, which today stretches across the globe. As I said earlier, we've been meeting for many years, and we've been very fortunate that people come to us with great information, great skill that they share. Many times we'll have people who will speak about the products, and, you know, they might be doctors or experts in that field. Many of our distributors share business building techniques, and tonight we're especially blessed. We have a wonderful speaker, somebody that I admire and love a lot, and I know our whole team does. She's actually one of our corporate representatives. Her name is Karen Jones, and she's the West Coast Regional Director of Sales with the Juice Plus Company. And I'll just give you a little background on Karen. It's extensive. In 2009, after many years as a Juice Plus National Marketing Director, Karen became the West Coast Regional Director of Sales. With undergraduate and graduate degrees in clinical psychology, she brings 30 years of clinical experience to the table. Karen addresses the business of wellness through her motivational and business coaching, working with entrepreneurs, direct sellers, and medical practices. She trains internationally on team building and personal growth, is a published researcher, and has co-authored numerous books. For 19 years, Karen was the Director of Psychological Services at the Orange County Center for Special Immunology in California. She specialized in psychoneuroimmunology, working with autoimmune and immune-compromised patients. Karen is an award-winning philanthropic leader in California, instrumental in the formative years of AIDS education and the delivery of healthcare services. In 1992, she was honored as South Coast Woman of the Year. In 1998, the City Council of Laguna Beach, a city which for 15 years demonstrated the highest per capita incidence of AIDS in the nation, presented Karen with the first citywide proclamation awarded to an individual citizen for her tireless commitment to public health education. So in working with Karen as the regional director here in California, we certainly know and are very appreciative of her skills, and I know that people across the nation and the world feel the same. So we're honored to hear from her tonight. Karen, I'm going to turn it over to you. She's going to talk with you about own your business and guide your team, and nobody better to do it.
Well, thank you, Cheryl. I'm very happy to be here tonight. I want to thank all of you for making this time investment. And, you know, I thought a lot about what I could talk about that would be most relevant to you right now. And what I'm about to talk about is how you can stay focused in your business during the summer distractions. You know, I think it's timely. We're at the end, the last week of July, but July is my most favorite month of the summer because I always feel like there's still time to turn things around if people get a little distracted. You can finish, you know, you can sign people up this month. You can get them to finish their 2,000 pluses. You can get people qualified. You can even fast-track somebody to sales coordinator. There's still time before the St. Louis conference. Historically, July and August are the two summer months that present the most challenges in maintaining forward motion in our Juice Plus businesses. And I see people are kind of caught. They're in this kind of a funny bind or a catch-22 where they want to move their businesses forward, but they have a lot of extra demands during the summer. So I have 6 things I want to share with you, 6 points I want to make to help you maintain forward motion in your business and still enjoy your summer. Number 1, and this may seem funny, but you're allowed to take a vacation. I meet so many Juice Plus reps every day that feel so guilty when they take time off. It's like they're confessing to me. It's like they're always feeling and saying to themselves that they should be doing more. They're in a constant state of self-recrimination. They feel guilty for taking time from their families to work their business, and they feel guilty for not putting enough time into their businesses. It's just that they're so hard on themselves. It's good to be self-reflective and honest with yourself about how successfully are we really working our businesses. But to be in a constant state of self-loathing, that's not really too good. So it's okay to take a break and return refreshed. And the funny, kind of strange thing that happens is I always see reps and they go on vacation, and guess what? They meet all these people that want to join their business, or they meet all these people that, you know, are dying for something like Juice Plus. So take a break, relax, but number 2, remain conscious. If you're going to take a break, do it consciously. Make a clear decision regarding the parameters of your break. When does it start? And most importantly, when does it finish? Then get back to work. What can happen over the summer is that the kids come home and they just start running the asylum. Their needs and their desires take precedent, and moms and dads are the activity directors and the chauffeurs. And the Juice Plus rep looks up and they have unconsciously taken the whole summer off from their businesses because they've been running around meeting everyone else's needs. This also happens when a rep finds him or himself running a bed and breakfast for visiting family. So be conscious of the decisions you make about your time. Decide how much time you're willing to put into being the family chauffeur or the bed and breakfast host. You're allowed to have boundaries and not be all things to all people. And I always say this, I used to say this when I was in practice. No is a complete sentence. Number 3, enlist your family. Some families make dream boards together and post them on the refrigerator so family members can see them often and are reminded of what the Juice Plus business can provide. Even if children are little, you can make connections between your Juice Plus activities, the money they generate, and the realization of dreams on the dream board. This is especially effective when dreams involve things like day trips or family vacations. Enlist the kids' support in keeping the house clean for the summer, for HLPs and garden parties. Assign them tower garden duties. Let them help you and help the family realize your dreams. Work with your spouse or your significant other to be a team through the summer, to help the kids support you in the time that your business may need over the summer. Be in it together and allow for tangible or experiential rewards that they can enjoy that come directly from the extra cash generated by your Juice Plus business. You know, our Anaheim convention is the one that comes right after St. Louis, and it's at Disneyland. So many reps in California, and so many reps are working, you know, now to be able to take the whole family to the spring conference at Disneyland. Number 4, if your summer is overloaded, there is always something you can do, no matter how small, to keep your business moving forward, and what I like to say is to keep the doors open on your Juice Plus business. This is almost like the eating healthy plan that some of us can relate to. So you splurge, you go off your healthy eating plan, blah, 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 but then it's just an excuse to keep splurging and never really get back on the plan. And here's a Juice Plus example. A lady once told me, well, I can't possibly work my Juice Plus business over the summer because my daughter's getting married in August. I was like, really? The whole summer? Are you going on the honeymoon with them? I mean, I'm just kidding. I never said that. But you know what I'm saying. Maybe your schedule is tighter, but can you host one salad in a jar party? Can you build for one event? Can you attend one event with a guest? Can you be on a Zoom call? Can you take a half hour a week or an hour a week to make phone calls? There's always something you can do to keep moving forward. It's the folks that get off track and never touch their businesses, then they have to fight that 2,000-pound inertia to get going again. It's just like exercise. It's better to do a little bit consistently than fall off the horse altogether and have to start from scratch. Number 5, capitalize on summer's unique opportunities. Just about everywhere in the country, there's nicer weather. Now, we all know we're having a big heat spell, but the bottom line is you do meet more people in the summertime. It provides time outside, time for social gatherings, get-togethers, perfect time for our next billion-dollar product, the Tower Garden. People have barbecues, they have wine and wellness parties, all kinds of events happen in the summer, and we typically interact with more people when the weather's good. So pair your Juice Plus activities with your social activities and work your business along with your life. Get back with those teachers that told you they were too busy to take a look at the business. Get back with those moms and dads who now have a little more flex time in the summer. Attend all the beach parties, the outings, the concerts, whatever you want to do, but all of them are community events where you can meet new people. The summer provides unique opportunities that can actually work in your favor. And number 6, keep your eye on the goal and maintain your perspective. If you have a big identified goal for St. Louis and you've been working hard to achieve it, don't let the summer steal your dreams. If you're dedicated to this goal for St. Louis, remember, this is one summer out of your whole life. Are you willing to stay focused and to work hard, even if it means giving up some summer fun? Are you willing to do right now what others are not willing to do so that you can have what they can only dream of? You know, when I was a rep, I was going for a big promotion at one point. It was for Q. And I had decided to dedicate my whole summer to making that promotion. You know, to be there for my team, to help them with their goals, recruit more frontline people, grow my team, all of that. And then I had an accident that left me in a wheelchair for almost the whole summer. I couldn't drive and I couldn't get around very well. But you know what? I could talk on the phone. In fact, I think being confined to that wheelchair helped me to make more phone calls than I probably would have because I couldn't get distracted by all the other things going on in the summer. It was a blessing in disguise that helped me keep my focus on my goal. And you know, the summer, the politics, the CNN, the constant negative news are all distractions. And worst of all, they're dream stealers. We occupy ourselves with stuff that really doesn't matter because we actually have the answer to everything they're fighting about out there. Health and wealth. The Juice Plus company has the answers to all the issues that are being thrown around the media. Building your business with the promise of this marketing plan is the answer. I believe the promise of our compensation plan is that you can reach NMD and 39 to 50 club level where you have a constant and stable 6-figure income or more, full health benefits, working half the time that people who work a job have to work to earn 6 figures. You have the economic security, the unlimited earning potential, and the time freedom to enjoy it all. If your commitment to your dream is strong enough, there will always be a way to build your dreams. But you know what? The number one reason that people fall off their commitments, and especially our Juice Plus commitments to our own dreams, is that we're staying stuck in our comfort zones. The illusion, the drug-induced state of our comfort zones. For example, the difference between remaining as sales coordinator and promoting to senior sales coordinator boils down to 3 things. Number 1, being willing to step out of our comfortable warm market and prospect new people. Number 2, not feeling the same passion and belief in our business as we do about our product line. And number 3, not taking ownership of our businesses and stepping into leadership of your team. Now, you may have just joined this call. This may be your first event. You may not even have a team yet. Or you may have 1 or 2 distributors. Or you may, I heard some people on this call who have massive international businesses. It's all about stepping up and helping to guide. The number 1 personal growth issue that makes the difference between success and lack of success in our business is a leadership mindset. In my opinion, it's not just a business mindset, it's a leadership mindset. But the problem is that most people define leadership incorrectly, and then they have this array of negative associations which they tack on to the word leadership. In our Juice Plus business, leaders are simply guides. But you have to be willing to guide someone else, whether it be on your team, your customers, or your prospects. So let's take an example of the point of sale. So many reps are so afraid of appearing pushy that they never guide the decision making. Once you have established a need or desire through your clarifying questions and the potential customer or distributor has admitted a need, they sometimes need some help getting off the fence. Here's where they deserve you to be a good guide. You know way more than they do about Juice Plus and our business. And I'll tell you, it's just crazy not to help people to move off that fence because you have the beauty and the advantage of having more information. You know, many of you know that I was a national marketing director, and I met a lady at a car wash that told me about Juice Plus. Had she not mentioned, and she said to me, I'll never forget her phrase, I would be remiss if I didn't tell you there's a significant business opportunity with Juice Plus. And then she told me about the benefits package. I had worked many years in my own practice and consulting at different immunology centers. Nobody ever gave me benefits. So my little ears perked up when she said that, and 4 years later I was a national marketing director. You are the guide. So let's take an example from camping, because a lot of people camp in the summer. You're the guide at night with a flashlight leading people to the bathroom on a camping trip. You start them off, and after a bit, you just turn off that flashlight and you say, okay, well, you know, I told you there was a bathroom out there, and you've admitted a need or a desire, so good luck. Well, of course you're not going to do that, but many reps expect potential customers to get there on their own. It's our job to get them started. We need to be comfortable and successful at closing the sale and closing people to help them join our teams. We need to be comfortable and successful in painting a vision of what is possible in our particular Juice Plus business. So there's a number of things we can do. We can show value and help decision making, right? We talk about the HLP. We talk about the Children's Health Study. We can close the sale. We can hand somebody our phone and say, put your information in there. I've got a video link. It's only 3 minutes long. I'm dying to send it to you. I think you'll love it. You can say to someone, is there anything preventing you from getting started right now? In most cases in which people do not readily purchase Juice Plus, it is more the case that they cannot make a decision in general in their life than it is actually that they're truly weighing the pros and cons, if there are any cons, about Juice Plus. And you know, the funny thing, these are two things that are kind of a little pet peeve with me. The first is when we have a new representative, never leaving them alone with their own families. Their families are security-based. Otherwise, they would be in the Juice Plus business. They would be entrepreneurs. And here we are going to them to tell about, you know, oh, I just started this new Juice Plus business and how wonderful and wonderful, and the family just kind of falls flat. This can happen a lot. God gives us our families to practice on. So we never want to leave our people alone with our families, nor do we want to leave someone that we've just described the product to go home and tell their spouse. I mean, that's setting up disaster. So what I always say to someone is when they say something like, well, I better go, you know, I want to check with my wife on this, or I want to check with my husband. I always say, you know, great. It's great when you make decisions together in a marriage. That's a good thing. But I would never put you in the position of trying to explain something that you barely understand that I've just told you about. Let's do this together and then find a way to help. What about guiding our team members? Again, the fear of being pushy can rear its ugly head. It makes us abandon our team members because we are more worried about being liked than about helping them realize their dreams. Again, pushing ourselves out of our comfort zone for the right reasons. It's our job to encourage, cajole, lead, to guide, whatever it takes. When we sponsor, we become the keeper of our team members' dreams. We must protect it, we must keep it visible, and we must keep it safe. In fact, the most successful reps are able to make a direct link between someone's dreams or desires and the steps in our marketing plan. This is leadership. All it is guiding. And there are qualities of leaders that I think many of our Juice Plus, successful Juice Plus representatives share. I have, I think, 5 of them. Number 1, I always look to someone like Martin Luther King. This is a person, all he really did was represent authentic story and how he felt about what he said. That's what was so convincing about him. You could feel what he felt about what he was saying. Number 2, not necessarily a happy ending, but Joan of Arc. Joan of Arc had a strong vision and a solid belief. And when she got on that horse and ran ahead of those guys, she, was ahead of everybody. And somebody said to her something like, hey, how do you know anybody's following you? And she's like, I don't care. I'm going forward. Number 3 is Mother Teresa, walking the talk. This is really Juice Plus representatives walking the talk, doing what they say they want their distributors to do, sponsoring frontline, moving people through the marketing plan, all of that. Number 4 is King Solomon, a certain amount of wisdom, an ability to maintain a larger perspective in the moment that may feel uncomfortable. Knowing what the right thing is to do is to move forward with your team member, helping them in their decision making. And number 5, my favorite, Jay Martin. Jay Martin is the best example of having fun and being fun to be around when he's being a leader. Now, next Thursday, you're going to have the chance to take ownership of your business and take hold of your life. We've scheduled a Zoom call with unlimited attendance. I'm going to be doing it. I'm going to be talking about our company, its history, its longevity, its philosophy, its corporate consciousness. I'm going to be talking about our products and some of the research behind it, the largest comprehensive body of research ever conducted on a nutritional product. I'm going to be talking about our business model, its value, how it stands up in the marketplace, and why anyone would want to join us. You will have the chance to step up and invite people to take a look at our business and our company. You'll have the chance to load the call with your team members so they can build belief. You'll have the chance to load the call with potential team members. You'll have a chance to let me build your business for you, because I learned, I don't know how many years ago, from the lady on this call, Cheryl Cortese, you bring the people, I'll bring the presentation. So on Thursday, you bring the people and I'll do the presentation. The success of this whole endeavor rides on one thing and one thing only. How far out of your comfort zone are you willing to go to get people on this call? How brave are you willing to be? How much are you willing to get out of summer's distraction and focus on one thing? The ability to load up this call and have the ability to take these people and change their lives. How will you use this last week of July to get focused on what really matters and to get serious about finishing the month and the summer strong before the St. Louis conference? So, Cheryl, that's what I wanted to share tonight, and I don't know if anyone has questions or you have some comments.
Well, in listening to you, Chris, as I said, I think we're so blessed to have someone that not only is very knowledgeable in every direction, I mean, experiencing the field yourself, now being on the corporate side, and so you have a really great vision of everything and everybody and their businesses, but, bringing this information to us with such a generous heart and also in such a powerful way to really help and empower everyone. As you're speaking, one of the things that I'm thinking here is, we're very blessed. We've said this often about our company, but one thing that and there are many things that stand out, but one that certainly does is the consistency of support that is available to everyone on this line, whether you're listening for the first time and you've not ever heard about us, or you've been here like so many people on the line for 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 years. We represent 30 years of consistent support to each other. And where in the marketplace, whether it's this profession or any other company or business, do you have that kind of consistent support for people in them fulfilling, the needs for their life, their health, their dreams? I know for myself, I've, really enjoyed the fact that I get to work with everyone on this line, and that we get to, I guess you would say, plot and plan together as to how our businesses are going to grow and continue to grow and to serve others. That consistency of effort being so powerful, but also being the example, as you mentioned, of what you want to see and what you want to see duplicate in the field. And Karen, I know that this is something you and I talk about, fairly frequently, is that, we're really on the cusp, I guess you would say, of the greatest growth surge here over the next year to 2 years that we will or have ever experienced. Even though we're a huge company going into this year, it looks like it'll be our first $1 billion in sales this year as a company. So it's very exciting to be part of that and have people join us to be part of that. And I'm looking forward to your Thursday night call. Edie and I, and for those of you who don't know Edie on the line, it's my daughter. She's also a national marketing director. That's another beauty of our business, is that you can, work with your family, alongside your family. Sometimes it's years before your family hears you, but, that can become a real blessing in your life as well. But she and I were talking about, really excited about that call and the fact that it'll be foundational for people in building their businesses. It'll be recorded from what I understand. Is that correct?
Yeah, I think Edie's going to put it on the app, actually, but I'll talk with Missy about how we can get everybody on this call, the dial-in information for the Zoom call, the code that you need, so that you can actually experience the call with your prospects, and then when the call's over, you can talk with them while it's fresh in their mind, while they're excited.
Right. And this is really, what Karen's describing is something that, we've implemented in the past. It's one of the things we encourage, even for this call every Monday night, is to utilize it as a major event. This will be a major event. How fortunate we are for technology that we can bring this event to people, literally across the country, in their homes, that can be visual as well as auditory. And it is a wonderful way, as Karen said, to let someone else go to work for you. And third party can be the greatest validation. Experts always come from somewhere else. So having that third-party validation is huge as far as bringing people to the event. And also, as we come to this call, realizing how to utilize this as well as a call like the one that Karen is going to do, is to bring people early enough so that they hear, people checking in from all over the world, the power of what you're part of, what the synergy of what that can cause, but the power of what's already in place, which again comes to that support factor. That here there are people from corporate like Karen who bring great knowledge and great support, and then there are the people here in this organization in the field who are there to, help support and grow people's businesses. And that's the whole goal, as Karen said, and I really feel strongly about this as well. We're here to grow and develop people in leadership. And the best way for that to happen is for you to be the example of what you want that leadership to look like. And then that just duplicates all the way down. So utilizing a call like that, like this one on Monday night, any event, whether it's a very small event, it might be a one-on-one presentation, as Karen said, and I learned this from Jeff. You bring the people, we'll bring the presentation. Sometimes that happens with 3 people. Sometimes it happens with 30, 300, 500, depending on the venue and the place. So it's a wonderful way to enjoy the blessing of working together with people who are there to support and cheer you on. This is unique, I believe, in the workplace today for the most part. If we look at the traditional work world, we are unique in that we come behind each other to support and help that person grow and to really enjoy the success with them. I think that's been one of the happiest experiences as far as the whole picture of my business is getting to enjoy that experience of other people being successful alongside myself and each other. And Karen, I know that you're definitely a great supporter of the field. We say that, amongst each other is, we'll look at people who have what we call a heart for the field, and Karen certainly does, amazingly so. And so she's a great one to listen to and a great one to follow, and we're really blessed to have her as regional director, but I watch her stretch out and help anyone, anywhere, in the country or the world, and I think that's a true blessing to all of us. So, Karen, anything else from your side?
No, I just hope everybody really feels that they can find something they can do to kind of get back on the track if summer's been distracting and really realize their dreams. That's all I really care about, is that nobody steals your dreams, and that's what our company's all about.
Well, and that's, something that from the very beginning, if you can really get a handle on that, on the consistency of effort, that it doesn't have to be much, it can be anywhere, anytime, and that consistency compounds and pays off in a major way. So as we go into the end of this call, and Karen, I thank you so much for your time, and believe me, Karen's demand on her time is huge, okay? But we appreciate your input tonight. And, as we close, and again, I know Karen knows this and many of you on the line as well, we talk about Jay Martin, our company president, and the generosity of our company. And that generosity comes in many different ways. It's not only people bringing their knowledge and their time and their effort and their support, but also through things like team building bonuses. And it's really still